right, we're all set. How's everybody doing? Are you guys ready? You ready for the holidays? Right? No, pretty much everybody's like, yeah, but probably not everything, right? Thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for your time, and welcome to our Zoomers as well. We're going to have an amazing journey tonight. So who in here is this first time to be at one of these classes? Awesome, very cool. You are going to be educated. That's even a word. So it's going to be awesome. You're going to learn a lot, but I want to basically tell you just a little bit about who I am. My name's Christina Jessup, and I absolutely am in love with oils. So basically, a little bit about my background. My best friend, Wendy Berry, introduced me to these oils. But basically, she went to an essential oil class just like this right here, and she kept thinking about, this was out in Vegas about 5.5 years ago, and she kept thinking about her friend who was really, really sick and unhealthy, and basically somebody that she saw as somebody that had a lot of energy to somebody that kind of deteriorated in her health. That was me. And so a little bit about my background. I was diagnosed with fibromyalgia. For 11 years, I suffered with that. And I had all over body pain, and basically I would really have, I practiced really getting good at being happy and pretending that I felt great when I had pain every single day. And so does anybody have fibro or know somebody that has fibro? Okay. So what it is basically you have brain fog, you have mental clarity issues, you have all over body pain, and it starts with a little pain in your body and then it spreads all over. And then it can be at every muscle that you have in your body pretty much for days. And so sometimes it debilitated me. And so basically I called Chasing the Rabbit, where I went to different doctors, and they said that basically you have fibromyalgia, you might as well just get used to it. You're going to be in a wheelchair one day and you're probably going to be disabled. Well, I was on 6 medicines, 3 for my stomach, to also say that I also always had stomach issues ever since I was a little girl. It was something I was always constipated, and yes, I said the C word. We have an oil for that. But seriously, I had my gallbladder removed in my early 20s, and so I battled with acid reflux, heartburn type symptoms pretty much every day at dinner time. So not only did I have fibro, but I also had this nasty acid reflux and could hardly sleep, and had to take Ambien to be able to sleep on top of my hydrocodone every 4 hours and Lyrica, Sabella, or Lyrica and Cymbalta combo. Plus I was on Tums. I would chew Tums every meal. And my husband was telling people not too long ago that I would do Pepto-Bismol in between, like all the time, just so that I didn't hurt. And so that was my life for a long time. And when my friend brought me this little bottle of Digest Zen oil, and she told me, she said, the fibromyalgia is going to take you some time because it took your body some time to get this bad. But with the stomach, I think we can pretty much tackle that. And I'm like, I'm your guinea pig, okay. So I took this oil home, rubbed it on my chest, and my husband thought I had 2 heads. He was staring at me literally like something was going to magically come out of my chest. It was crazy. And so this little oil worked, and I didn't need the Tums that night or the Pepto. And that's huge for somebody that was years on that. And so the next day I couldn't wait for it to come because I thought it was a mind game, and it actually really worked for my stomach. It's like, oh my gosh, there's really something to this. So I did this for about a month. No Tums, no anything like that. I didn't get off my stomach medicines quite yet. And then I went back to my friend and I said, okay, I'm a believer. I love this company. I'm absolutely sold out on the integrity, the quality of the oils from what I've been researching. Now let's work on the fibro. And she said, it's going to take some time. Same thing I told you earlier. And that's what we tell people. It takes your body time to heal itself, right? And so she told me, we're going to start you on the vitamins. We're going to start you with some Deep Blue. Plus, you're going to keep doing the Digest Zen oil. Don't stop that. That's your daily maintenance. And so that's what I started doing. After about a month being on those vitamins, I noticed mental clarity. My brain fog was enhanced. Now, I wish I could tell you that I noticed in my muscles and my fibro. I did not. It took about 6 months. And so what I tell people is that everybody's body's different. What works for me in healing, it may take longer for you with your healing. And so you just have to try different oils as well, right, in combos. That's why the books that we'll talk about in a minute give us a bunch of different choices on what we're going to use. Over about a 6-month period, though, I did notice like a lot of things in my body were being helped and being healed. And what we also say is that doTERRA does not heal, treat, or prevent disease. Your body does when you give your body what your body needs. And we say doTERRA, right? So on a serious note, though, it took about 6 months. Some people I've helped with fibro and it took a month. Some people a week. It's crazy. but it took me 6 months to notice. About 60% improvement from being where I was. Now, the other 30% in my life, I did have to remove stress. So when I deal with people that have fibro, I also really have them analyze the stress in their life. So it's a little bit more about oils, or more than oils in some of that, but I wish I could tell you I'm healed from the fibro. I have it about 10%. What that means is incredible for me. I'll take the 10%. Do I have pain right now? Absolutely not. When the weather's crazy and it's hovering for 3 days, I feel it in my bones, but I can still talk and do a class. The people that know me know I wear it in my eyes, but I have my vitality back, my spark, I have my quality of life back. And so I know that there's lots of people maybe in this room or online that are going through something like that, where, again, I spent $11,000 a year just on massage, acupuncture, chiro, 3 times a week just to work my career previously before I retired to do this full time. So I know what it's like to have pain, and before that I didn't. So there's hope. These oils are absolutely amazing, the supplements, the products, if you will be consistent and use them on a daily, regular basis. There were times I knew the energy, I knew my nails were growing. There were times where I said, it's still, I have pain every day, and you just give it time and it worked. But anyway, we're gonna take you on an amazing journey. So who does not have a brochure? Or who does not, raise your hand if you do not have a brochure. Okay, so everybody will help me get those to them if the ones don't have them for them, actually. Okay. All right. So everybody help me really quickly. All right. All right. So please don't go through this brochure. We're actually going to read the first page together that starts with natural solutions. So please don't fiddle through it, okay? So everybody wait. So while we're passing these around, does anybody have an incredible story about the oils that for about 1 minute? Anybody want to say anything? Terry.
I had a headache earlier, put peppermint on, it was gone fine.
So Terry had a headache earlier. She put the peppermint on, and it was gone within 5 minutes. That's awesome. Thank you for sharing. All right. Everybody good? 2 more in the back. So if you're at home watching, you should have been able to print this out. This is the brochure. And if you do not have that printed out, you can actually pull it up on your computer screen as we go through. And that is under Empowered Success, and it's that link that I sent earlier today. All right, so we're going to go through the first page together. More? Anybody need a pen? All right. Okay. So natural solutions for healthy, empowered living is the best way to live. And we're going to go learn a little bit more about that. So you're asking yourself, do you need safe, effective, we're reading together, and affordable health solutions? So I just want to say that basically doTERRA means gift of the earth. And what we're doing is we're taking it back to plant-based medicine was the original medicine. Okay? So with doTERRA, you have choices. And so we're going to look at this little pyramid there. And basically the modern approach, which is man produces basically pharmaceuticals and medicine. And medicine is designed to manage the symptoms, right? We're on that left column. They're made from isolated synthetic agents. They produce side effects, known and unknown. It's a 6.5 trillion year spent on medical. For me, it was 11,000 a year, okay? Just me personally. On global healthcare. Are we healthier? And that's something we've got to ask ourselves. Are we as a nation healthier? To me, everybody's getting sicker. There's a lot more immune disorders. There's a lot more fibromyalgia. And my goodness, a long time ago, I never heard of it rarely. And now like 1 out of 5 people have all over body pain, which is awful. So, that's something to really consider. And that's why you guys are here at this class, is to learn a little bit more about being healthier. Well, we're going to look at the natural approach, which addresses your body needs and your root causes. So basically, essential oils are extracted from plants, the root, the stem, the flower. They enhance physical and emotional health. They are for safe benefits without the side effects. And so sometimes we say that when you use essential oils, you actually get a side benefit. So a friend of mine took Slim and Sassy for weight loss, and she actually lost weight, but she actually noticed that the pain in her arm which was carpal tunnel, and she almost had the surgery, is completely gone just from using Slim and Sassy to lose weight. So that's a side benefit as opposed to a side effect. And some people notice they use frankincense for something, maybe for emotional, and they find that it helps heal their body in another way. And so you just got to use these oils and you're going to get great side effects. We're going to pass around an oil called Wild Orange. And so it's from the Dominican Republic. And so, you know, you think that Florida could be known for their oranges, but the Dominican, it was better there. And so when they tested the compounds, everything was pure. What I want you to do is you can pass the bottle around, or you can actually put a drop in your hand, put it on, you know, breathe it in, and you're going to notice that orange. Now, it's going to take a while with the big group. Just try to keep passing without doing a lot of talking so you can listen and your neighbor can hear. But go ahead and use that oil. We'll start this way and pass around this way. And Ray, if you'll take it to the other side, that would be great in the back. Fantastic. Okay. So, and then I'm going to put the caps over here on this side. All right. So we're going to go on the essential oils are effective category. Okay, we're going to read that together. So if you look at natural, effective, and safe oils with doTERRA, they're natural aromatic compounds extracted and distilled from plants for their health benefits. So if you look at the picture of the peppermint leaf and you zoom in, that little sac magnified is the peppermint leaf oil sac, right? So that's how we harvest our peppermint oil. And they contain hundreds of different compounds, providing complex and versatile abilities to combat threats without building a resistance. So if you look at that cell, that picture of the cell, that's actually what our cells look like. Essential oils pass through the cell membrane. Does anybody know when you go to the doctor and you have a virus, what do they tell you? Does anybody know the answer? Go home and rest, right. So they can't really give you anything when you have a virus. They can if you have a bacteria infection. But basically, my doctor actually sometimes says, oh, well, I can give you an antibiotic, but it's probably not going to work for that virus. But so that's your option to do that. But basically, essential oils will work on that cellular level where they actually can help heal the body, right? And so they work with the body to address the issues and the root cause on that cellular level. So if you look at the peppermint cups there, 28 cups of peppermint tea is equivalent to 1 drop of peppermint oil. Literally, Terry just shared earlier that she used peppermint on her headache and it took it away within 5 minutes. Guess what? That 1 drop was 8 cents. 8 cents she treated her headache. So they really literally are pennies per dose. So we're going to look at the next column to the right of that about how doTERRA is safe and 100% pure. So why a new standard of quality? So basically, if you look at that pie chart, most of the oils out there are synthetic. And this is the most important part of my class is this right here. I do a lot of expos. I meet a lot of people. They come up to me with rashes all over their body and they think they're allergic to essential oils. When I start talking to them about what brand, it starts coming out that they're using oils that are synthetic. They're not, they can't be consumed. They're not to be topical. They have warning labels on the back. When I show them that, they're like, I've been ingesting that, or I've been putting that all over my skin, because they're not reading the warning labels. So this is very, very important you understand this part. So most oils or most products out there that say lime, your cleaners, all of that, they're synthetic. A lot of your food, which is the green, is your cinnamon chewing gum, your lime candy, you know, things like that. Your therapeutic grade is a lot of the oils out there, and basically all they have to do is, and I'll show you an example. So this is a very popular brand, and I usually carry a lot of other brands with me as well so people can see. This is Now, and this is Now Lime, and you're going to actually smell the difference between our lime. Our lime has 45 organic lime zest in this bottle, and it has a food supplement label that says, for internal use, dilute 1 drop in 4 ounces of liquid, right? So it's food grade. You can actually cook with it. I use lime all the time cooking. And then in this bottle, it has it says 100% pure. And now they slap a label that says organic on the front of it. It says for aromatherapy use only, and it has a warning label, caution, keep out of reach of children, avoid contact with eyes, do not use on the skin, okay? So if this is food, if it's a lime, why can you not put it on your skin? And that's because the FDA does not want essential oils to be approved. Why would they, right? I got all 6 medicines. I'm not on any medicines at all right now. Okay, I just manage them with the oils. That's amazing, right? Yeah. But why would they do that? Because pharmaceuticals would be out of an industry, so they're not going to do that. So basically, they only needed 10% real oil in this bottle to say 100% pure. The rest of it in there, the 90%, is synthetic and artificial junk, basically, a lot of chemical. So you're going to smell the difference between ours. So who hasn't smelled lime essential oil ever? Anybody up front? Okay, awesome. So if you'll tell everybody, what does this smell like? Does that smell like the lime to you? Okay. There's always one in every class. You're like, I don't know. You smell like? You have that one? Okay. What does that smell like to you?
I don't know what that is.
Medicine? Okay. Okay. See who smells first. That's okay. No, everybody's safe first. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. So I'll help you smell. You guys sorry about that. Caroline? All right. So what I'm going to do is I'll let you guys pass these around. So you're going to smell ours first. The only reason why is this one smells so bad that if you smell this one first, you can't really smell this one well. Okay, so you guys can pass that around. Just try to hang with me because this is a big group and I want to honor your time that I promised you we would be here for. So if you'll just pay attention to me and quietly let those oils go by and smell them. But big difference between, I'm known for my salsa. So I actually do 1 drop of black pepper oil, 1 drop of lime oil, and 1 drop of cilantro oil in an entire batch of salsa. So when you're using lime in your food, you're getting an amazing quality as opposed to just using it using your fresh lime. All right. So basically, underneath the most tested, most trusted, our plants are harvested in their natural habitat. They're verified pure, free of fillers and harmful contaminants. They're third-party tested to ensure authenticity and potency. So again, I told you that doTERRA means gift of the earth, and we believe that they really are gifts of the earth. They produce the best quality. I believe that they are the largest essential oil company. We are the largest essential oil company, but I believe that we are because of quality and because of what we're doing with our contact sourcing, which we'll talk about. It's how we take care of the growers, that we build schools, water sources in a lot of these places and impoverished nations. And so we do a lot, and I believe that's why we've rose to the top. The quality is the most important. There are other essential oil companies that have been around 25 and 30 years, and we have surpassed them in just a short 8 years. So really, really impressive for our company. So how to use doTERRA essential oils. So they're also really great for pets. So I always mention this because I have a dog, and my dog's my child. He's a little poodle. So I use these dogs, and if you Google the dog whisperer, Caesar, Milan, and doTERRA, there's lots of YouTube videos where he's actually using doTERRA oils because they're safe for our babies. So if my dog has a stomach issue, I'm rubbing them on his belly. If he's not anxiety, lightning storms, I diffuse for that as well. So basically, some of the ways that we use the oils, I just talked about diffusing, is aromatically. So when you pass that bottle around and you smelt it, that's a great way to get the oil on, right? When you walked in, you smelt the diffusers. The diffusers are cleaning the air. The diffusers are great for respiratory, sleeping. They're great for antiviral and breathing. We also diffuse in offices, in hospitals, and schools, and hotels to clean the air, to clean the environment, to get rid of all those chemicals or to get rid of the toxins or the airborne pathogens that somebody might have been sick in that room, right? So aromatically is also another way to work for the mood and emotional. So a lot of people that have ups and downs all day, you would actually use these essential oils for your mood. And they do a lot of changes chemically to the brain, and they're absolutely amazing. So my husband, we diffuse for asthma and allergies all night long with sleeping oils. And so it's a great way to sleep all night. We turn the lights off on the diffusers. Another way is just to put the oil in your hand and cup it over like we're going to do with the peppermint in just a second. And that's a great way to get it into your respiratory system and to use these oils. Another way is topical. So you apply the oils to the bottoms of the feet. Does anybody know why bottoms of the feet? You have those, yeah, very good. You have the largest pores on the bottom of your feet, so it's basically like getting all the oils into every cell of your system really quickly. And so it's a great way to basically get a blood transfusion with the oils, right? No blood? Yeah, so it's, yeah. So there's two ways that you're going to use the oils. You can put them on your body, just basically raw right out of the bottle, but you got to make sure they're not a hot oil. The hot oils, cinnamon, oregano, cassia, some of those, if you put it on your skin, it's going to feel like it's burning. It's not physically burning you. It's just a hot oil. So what you would do is put a carrier oil. We have two. We have a lotion and we have a fractionated coconut oil. And we love them both for different purposes, but basically you dilute those hot oils and you won't even know they're hot. You just put a couple drops of oil, the cinnamon oil, rub it on your skin, and you wouldn't even notice. So it's just, you've got to make sure that you're using carrier oils. I like the lotion a lot because I shower. Right?
Thank you very much.
Except for today. After I shower though, I'm not stuck to one smell like orange. I can basically use balance, serenity to calm my body down. Elevation usually before a class, it helps me be more joyful, peps me up a little bit so that I can present well to all of you, right? I mean, these oils work for everything. So basically the fractionated coconut oil, I make all my homemade perfumes. This is a carrier oil, so it's really light and it goes on very smooth. And so that you can try those after the class if you would like to. All right. So also, when you're using them topically, you can apply it to the area of need. So if you're constipated, I said that C word twice. No, you rub the oil right on your stomach. If you have diarrhea, you rub the oil right on your stomach. If you have back pain, you rub it right on your back. If you have a neck issue or if you have migraine, you use it on the back of your neck where your brain meets your spine. That's basically where the brainstem is, where all the blood vessels go into your brain. You want to put those oils for emotional, for headaches and all of that there. You also would put it on your temples and put it on your hands and boom, boom. If it's migraine or emotional, those are some ways that you do it. Put it on the bottom of your feet. You can also, I was just trying to think of topically. Yeah, you can put them on your pulse points for your wrist, behind your ears. You know, there's other places like that that you can use them. Also, I want to talk a little bit about peppermint because we've got to do that first as well. So when you do peppermint, this is one of my favorite ways, and you don't have to do this. Does anybody else have any peppermint in here? Just in case. Okay, can we start one on one end and one on the other? So these ladies are going to give you one little drop, or you can do a drop, and it's called a peppermint pick-me-up. Please try it. I mean, some people let it pass. This is really awesome, and it'll wake you up so that you'll be able to handle a little more of my education, right? So you're going to hold it on the roof of your mouth, put it on your thumb for 10 seconds. And then you look really cute because you're but at least we're all doing it. And then you rub your hands together and you cup it over your nose and your mouth. Close your eyes because I don't close my eyes, but some people are sensitive. And you're going to hold it in as long as you can, and it's going to open up your airways. It's also great for your breath, so now my breath smells really good, right? You smell this. So then you take what's left on your hands and you rub it on your neck. It's a muscle relaxer, and it also cools the body temperature down, so a lot of women love to use this for menopause and hot flashes. So peppermint is also great for digestion issues. It cools the body, stays alert, relieves attention, promotes feelings of clear breathing. Also relieves stomach upset when ingested. Right? All right. This is one of my favorite parts. I do this a lot. I basically carry. Okay, so these bottles are handmade in Germany. Did anybody know that? I just learned that not too long ago. I mean, I knew they were handmade, but I didn't realize they were from Germany. They're very heavy. And so, yes. You can't hear me, really? Okay. Sorry, guys. Try to just tone it down just a little bit. This part is the funnest part. It's just that everybody else can't hear. Everybody's excited. Sorry about that. So peppermint, basically, these bottles are made from Germany, and they're very heavy. So I carry peppermint in a travel keychain, and these are adorable little keychains. And who in this room owns a keychain? Oh, yeah. Because you know why? We want to carry our oils with us all day long, and because of that reason, we don't want to weigh down our purse and sag and hurt our muscles because we're carrying this purse with all our bottles, right? So basically, we carry these keychains, and I carry peppermint, and I do this pick-me-up pretty much every 30, 40 minutes as needed. And I diffuse a lot of peppermint because peppermint wakes me up in my office. So it's a great oil for that purpose. All right, we're going to move on to Deep Blue. Deep Blue is the oil that you apply pre-post workout. You use for calming and comforting massage. You apply to the muscles after a day of work or heavy lifting. I'm going to tell you what I have helped people with Deep Blue: arthritis, gout, restless leg, neuropathy, and fibromyalgia. Yes.
I recently started using Deep Blue for my sinus pain, and it works really good as well.
Awesome.
Just tap it over the sinus area. Sometimes I go a little crazy and want to feel that sensation in my scalp. And it's really, I mean, it takes care of it.
Awesome. So what she said for the onliners is that basically she used, you need this? So basically she uses deep blue for sinuses and dabs it on her sinus area and rubs it into her scalp so that she gets the soothing on her scalp. So lots of ways that we can use deep blue, but I actually really use deep blue a lot. I don't need to as much because of the fibro. But basically you can layer the oil and you can layer the rub. And we do have the rub. We have the oil. So you guys can actually pass this around and use some of the oil. All right. So put it on any area of concern that you might have. Just a little dab goes a long way. So you don't need to pour a lot of it out. All right. So the third way that we use these oils is internal. And so this is one of my favorite ways to use the oils. Basically, you are dropping it in water. So I drink all day long water, and I used to not get my daily intake of water. And so now I drink water and I alternate between tangerine, wild orange, lemon, lime. My latest is spearmint and lime. I love it. It's like a mojito, and so it's really, really great tasting. And so basically, you can use these oils to detox your body when you're drinking them. They detox you and get rid of all the chemicals in your body. You do not want to drink it in plastic. If you do, it will actually eat that chemical in that plastic bottle, and then you're going to drink that toxin, and you don't want to do that. Okay, so make sure that you're using. When I'm cooking, you want to be really careful of the amount you use. You want to do like half a drop or a toothpick because the oils are so potent you can ruin an entire batch of who's ruined food by using too much oils, right? So I mean, one drop of oregano will throw out your whole pasta, so you got to really be careful. But when you're using them, you're getting that amazing benefit from using that as well. So that's another way to use them internally is cooking. I have my own cooking set of oils by the stove. I don't really use herbs anymore unless it's garlic or something like that. But really, it's just half a drop. And my bottle of cilantro is the same bottle for 5.5 years. So really, a little bit goes a long way. So we're going to talk about On Guard. On Guard is another one I carry in my keychain. And what you don't know is, let's just say, Gerard, that you were sick. And you walk away and you've been coughing in front of me. I'm going to grab On Guard out of my keychain immediately. And I'm going to put it on my body. And he doesn't know it. It's also really great for your breath, so I carry it in my keychain and will tap, or it comes in little beadlets, or it comes in a soft gel. My husband came home sick a little bit today, and so what did I start doing? On Guarding everywhere. Been popping it, you know, and we're doing the flu bomb in our house right now too because I don't want to get sick. But what's really cool is that we have the power to do that. We have the power to, this is my medicine cabinet. I go to these oils first, and then secondary is the doctor. Now listen, I'm not anti-medicine. I definitely believe, and so does doTERRA, that there is a time and place. Medicine was designed to save lives, so we are not trying to tell you that it's absolutely a no. Some people need to be on medicine. But for every little ache and pain and for everything going on in our lives, there does not have to be, we can have our own power in our own homes to be able to take control, okay? And so On Guard is the oil we're going to pass around. This is the oil for immunity. It smells like Christmas in a bottle. All right. So On Guard is powerful immune system boost. It supports healthy respiratory function. You can diffuse it for cleansing the air. So we're diffusing it right now in my home because my husband's sick. He actually texted me and told me early, so I started diffusing in the home really quickly. On Guard, we have On Guard oil comes in a toothpaste. It's an all-natural toothpaste. So when you're sick and you're cleaning your teeth and you're cleaning your mouth, it's really great for healing your body and building that immune system as well. You can put it on the bottom of your feet. You can put it on the back of your neck. You can put, now we have a hand sanitizer with On Guard for that reason. There's been lots and lots of tests where they've actually killed a lot of germs by doing these tests on putting On Guard like on food where they let the food rot. And where the On Guard was, the food actually didn't rot. And so there's lots of studies out there with On Guard that's absolutely amazing on how it kills. And so when you're using it, it's basically the natural airborne. So turn with me to the next page. So this is basically what my medicine cabinet looks like now. Now, a long time ago, my medicine cabinet did not look like this, okay? So I basically threw everything away a few months after I noticed that they started using, are working. All right. So basically, when I started noticing that everything was working, I threw everything out. This really is what my medicine cabinet pretty much looks like, except for now it's spread all over my house. So I have oils everywhere, so that I remember to use them. But basically, turn with me to the next page. We're going to read the number 1. What are your top health priorities? So I want you to spend 2 minutes here, and I really want you to analyze why you're here. Or it could be the people around you. Maybe you're healthy. Maybe it's you want to learn how to naturally cook better. Maybe you want to learn how to green clean. You know, some of that we do with the oils. But seriously, you want to feel less pain, stress. I want to feel more energy. I want to sleep more. Whatever it is you're dealing with, take just a minute to figure that out, okay? This is really going to help you at the end of the class when we pass out the Modern Essentials books and you look up your ailments. This is your base, your starter. Okay? Give me just a minute. You guys have pens? Everybody's good? So she had a really good question. Basically, she said she has her oils for a few years. Should she throw them out or keep using them? And I love that because it's actually not something I usually talk about. But basically, our oils, because they're a food supplement label, and I told you that it actually, our bottle says dilute 1 drop in 4 ounces of liquid. In order to say that, it has to have a food supplement label, which means that it's food grade. And for that reason, they have to have an expiration date. Usually, typically about 16 years. So this bottle says in 22. They're expired, but usually they'll last a long time. The citrus oils may have less date on there, but like frankincense will last forever. All right, so they actually found frankincense in King Tut's tomb, tested it, and it was like amazing oil still to use. So I will probably use my frankincense, but anyway. So number 2. Are you ready to discover simple solutions? So we're going to pass around some oils pretty quickly, and so just keep letting them go. We're going to move along. But basically, the first one is breathe. Guess what, my dear friends? You guys get to do that. So the first one is breathe. So breathe is our respiratory blend. You diffuse at night or during change of seasons. You maintain feelings of easy breathing and clear airways. Please write notes on these little sections. Basically, breathe comes as an oil, it comes as a stick, and it also comes as a drop. Okay, so it's like a cough drop, basically. And so the breathe stick looks a little bit like this. It's like instead of the Vicks Vapor Rub, it's breathe. Vicks has chemical, please do not use it. Breathe does not. And so basically you can rub it on your chest, you can rub it underneath your nose. And I also want to say too, usually when we do these classes, we have a lot of testimonials we share. We're going to do that, but at the end. So if you'll just save it for the end for time's sake, so we can keep everything at a certain time. But I want to ask everybody, so remember your stories as we go through that you want to share, because it's really important we do that, but we're going to do it at the end, okay? All right, so the next oil is Digestin. This is the little, I'm sorry, let me say on breathe real quick. Breathe is also for asthma, sinuses, and snoring. I have to say that because it's really important that you know that. That's a big deal. People are suffering with snoring. So you diffuse, rub it on the chest, put it on the bottom of the feet. Digestin is another one I carry in my keychain at all times, especially when I eat ballpark food. We all know what ballpark food is, right? My stomach is completely healed except for if I go and eat ballpark food. I'm talking like really bad stuff. So I carry it with me if I'm starting to feel bloated, and you use that oil and you rub it on your chest or your stomach. Digestin is one that comes as a soft gel, an oil, or a tab. And basically the tab is basically like a Tums. It maintains healthy GI tract, helps reduce bloating, gas, and occasional indigestion. It eases feelings of stomach upset. Also, I was in a class, and this lady had vertigo, and I helped her with vertigo. She usually had to go to the ER. In about 2 minutes' time, we just rubbed Digestin on her back, her chest, the bottom of her feet, laid her back, and she came back in like a few minutes. So it's really great for motion sickness, constipation, or diarrhea. So it just knows your body, and it knows which one to react. That's the 3rd time I said that word. Who's keeping track? So the next oil we're going to pass around is past tense. This is the tension blend. So basically this relieves tension, and discomfort. You apply it to your temples and the back of the neck for invigorating, also for an invigorating pick-me-up. You can layer. I like to layer this oil, especially for pain, fibromyalgia. This one's the one I put past tense first, and then I put deep blue rub or deep blue oil on top, even more intense. The other thing for me is, again, my husband gets migraines. Frankincense is what works for him, but past tense is the only one that works for me. Peppermint works for a lot of people. So that's why our little cool book, which I'll talk about now, I like the Modern Essentials. There's also one called the Oil Life book. And so one is graphics and pictures. One is more plain Jane kind of book. That's kind of me in the medical area. So this book is really cool because this is basically how we learn how to use these oils, right? I told you this is my medicine cabinet, those oils. This is basically how I learned how to use my medicine cabinet. So you basically look up lemon, and lemon tells you air pollution, anxiety, bites, stings, brain injury, concentration, depression, dysentery, furniture polish, gout, hangovers, heartburn, kidney stones, postpartum, relaxation, and the list goes on. There's like a lot with lemon. Lemon is absolutely amazing. Then in the back of the book, you look up protocols. So you can look at autism, asthma, tonsillitis, digestive system, and it tells you what oils to use. And even if it was migraine, I'm not on headache or migraine right now, but pretend. There's a bunch of different oils for headaches and migraines, right? There's like 5 or 6. And so basically they give you that because everybody's body's different. If you and I got on cholesterol medicine, they would still have to manage that cholesterol and figure out which one's going to work for our bodies because our bodies are different. It's the same way with oils. But the cool part is, you don't have to wait 4 hours to take more medication, right? You can, and if you grab the wrong oil, you meant to use frankincense for sleep and you grabbed lavender or lavender vice versa, you got a health benefit from using that oil. Just turn around and go and use a different oil. So that's really cool for our bodies to be able to use and you can't overdose. Obviously, a little bit goes a long way. My husband used to turn up 80 drops of, literally probably 30. Peppermint. Instead, he thought using more, and he didn't realize 1 or 2 drops is all he needed for that, issue that he's dealing with. So this book is really amazing because it tells you how to use the oils, protocols for it. And so really great book. So the next oil we're going to talk about, we're not going to pass this around, but I'm going to talk about it, is Melaleuca. Melaleuca rejuvenates and cleanses the skin. It boosts immune function. It relieves skin irritation. It cleans surfaces. I also love Melaleuca for candida, infection, UTIs, and cold sores. If you look up those ailments in the book tells you Melaleuca is one of the primary for that. Melaleuca is a powerful oil. It's basically called tea tree oil. It's Melaleuca plant is the name of it. They just nicknamed it tea tree. So a lot of people don't really know that. The next oil we're going to pass around is lavender. Lavender is the one that soothes irritated skin. We have 30 pounds of lavender in this little bottle from France, by the way, and so it's very, very powerful oil and very, the quality of our lavender is the best, and many, many people say that. Lavender reduces anxious feelings, and you apply it after a long day in the sun for sunburn. The other thing that it's great for is bites, burns, and allergies. Allergy blend is lemon, lavender, and peppermint. So it's one that my husband does on a regular basis for allergies and asthma because asthma is brought on by allergies. And so basically, I've also helped pets where you diffuse and you give them the allergy pill, and they can actually, that's their medicine for your pets as well. Lemon, lavender, peppermint. You just want to make sure that the first time you use it, you're paying attention to make sure they're not sensitive to one of those. And same for us as well. The next oil we're going to talk about is Serenity. Serenity is the Resville blend. Serenity comes as an oil or a soft gel, and you can pass that oil now. So basically, I love the Serenity soft gels, and so does my husband in my home, and so does my dog. It's 5 drops of Serenity oil in this. We went on an RV trip all summer out west for 2.5 months, and my husband, my husband.
I'm telling.
My dog does not like to travel, and so making that decision was a big one. And so I'm like, what am I going to do? So we actually gave him a Serenity soft gel and peanut butter every morning, and he was pretty cool for the ride. So really, really works, and it doesn't make him feel, he wasn't lethargic, he was still himself. He wasn't like knocked out. I mean, he was like barking and played and all that stuff. He was just calmer. And so it really, really does work. Also, if you wake up in the middle of the night with anxiety and you can't go back to sleep, grab one of these or 2 or 3. And the reason I say that is sometimes 2 doesn't work for my husband. He'll have to take 3, but it's good for you. You're not going to overdose from this. It's not like Ambien where you get an addictive habit formed out of it. Well, you get an addictive personality. But basically, using Serenity doesn't have, you don't feel like you're NyQuil'd over the next day or you're lethargic. You wake up feeling spry. You wake up feeling like you're ready to go. And so this is a great alternative, and it's an option. So fractionated coconut oil we talked about as a carrier oil. It's basically unscented. They have extracted the coconut smell out. So when you're using the fractionated coconut oil as a carrier, you're smelling the oil and not coconut. So this is great for delivering essential oils to sensitive skin, and it's sustained delivery on specific locations, and you use for dilution. So the next oil we're going to talk about, I know I'm moving along pretty fast, bear with me, is Aroma Touch oil. Now this one's a very, very valuable oil, and I feel like it's a little minimized here, but it's for comforting and relaxing. It enhances massage. It promotes feelings of relaxation and lessens tension. And if anybody has an Aroma Touch story at the end, please let me know because I would love to hear that. But basically with fibro or immune disorders or the people that really are unhealthy and need to detox, this oil is one of the oils for you. What you basically do is you put it up and down on the spine, and so my husband would do this for me periodically. And then also it's something that you can do in your home. And you would just rub it from the base of your neck and all the way down to the base of your back. Basically, that's helping detox your body. So you would do it. I also bathe in that oil. That's an oil that really relaxes the muscles. And so Aroma Touch is a very powerful one. And I know some people in here have some stories, so please share that at the end. So the next oil is frankincense. Frankincense, you're a beautiful Vanna, by the way. Great job there. So
Wrong hair color.
That's funny. So frankincense is the king of all oils. So what we say is when in doubt, use frankincense, right? Frankincense is one for healthy cellular function. So I take it internally twice a day to keep cancer away. So all the women on my mom's side, all the women on my mom's side had breast cancer. My grandmother, my mom, and my aunts all had breast cancer. I don't have breast cancer, so I take frankincense to keep my cells healthy, right? Hopefully keep them strong. Because when the bad cells get in, that's when you have destruction, right? And so basically frankincense is also one that balances the mind and lifts the mood. So we diffuse in Alzheimer's wings, and the reason we do that, my grandmother has it, we're using it, yes. Now, yeah, copaiba is very good with a lot of oils. We just don't have time to talk about it today, but copaiba, guys, do some research on that. Copaiba is one that is very, very good for emotional, Alzheimer's, and all of that. Yes. So basically, frankincense promotes healthy skeletal and nervous systems. And I'm also going to add the brain, same as copaiba. So basically for the brain, with Alzheimer's, use frankincense as well. With a lot of PTSD patients, things with a lot of emotional PTSD, we use frankincense also for those. It's also great for the skin. It's also anti-wrinkle. It also gets rid of moles. And it also gets rid of sun damage. You know, somebody's here that got rid of 2 moles on her eyes, and if she's laughing, we won't know who it is now. But I wonder where she's sitting. So anyway, no, seriously. She did it before and after, and basically her mole was hanging. She had a little mole there. I say it's a bigger mole, but she tells me to say a little mole. The little mole. And basically, look at her. And so she said, look at the crow's feet from working my frankincense. And so I looked at the crow's feet, and basically her wrinkles had basically diminished compared to the other side. So it was really cool that she did it before and after, because you could actually see what it was doing for the wrinkles. Now both of her moles are gone on both sides, and her wrinkles are gone. So I do it, darn tootin', every morning, every night. It was all over. Now it is in our skincare. We have the best skincare in the world, but we do not have time to talk about all of that. The skincare has frankincense and myrrh, which right now for the holidays is absolutely amazing. See, Ray's putting it on his wrinkles now. So, all right. So, the next oil we're going to talk about and pass around is lemon, and this is a must in your keychain. So lemon naturally cleanses the body. It cleans surfaces and neutralizes odors. I threw away all my toxic cleaners away. Everything is made homemade with the oils. Takes like 2 seconds to make. It's not a big deal. I don't have time to make a bunch of stuff, but it's really easy. Usually vinegar, distilled water, witch hazel, things like that. Some really good chemical-free. A lot of it is lemon, wild orange, any of our citrus. And so lemon also soothes irritated throat. It's hilarious. Like at an expo, I have all these vendors that are losing their throat. Diane just did one with me a few weeks ago and saw the same thing. People started losing their throat and literally would do lemon oil right on the outside of the throat, and their voice would come right back. We had one of the ladies that was doing the TV announcing for this expo, and she couldn't talk. And then literally halfway through, we had just put the lemon on, she started talking. She was like, oh my gosh, she kept coming back with lemon. Just incredible. Also, lemon, I carry in the keychain because the store lemon, when you go to a restaurant, is nasty. It's one of the dirtiest things you could ever possibly do is get a lemon from the store. So I actually ask for glass. I carry my own lemon, and I drink lemon in my water at the restaurant, right? The other thing you do is it stops stains. So if you get a blood stain or something on your shirt, get out your keychain, put it on there, and then throw it in the wash. It's gone. Sometimes it even disappears on it while it's on you. The other thing lemon is really good for is it stops bleeding. So if I get a paper cut or anyone near me gets a cut, we grab the lemon and it does not burn because it's alkaline. It's the rind of the lemon. It is not the inside where it's the acidic part of the lemon. And so he has an incredible story that I want you to tell at the end of the class, Gerard, about lemon and softball and bleeding. And his wife saved the day. But anyway, I'll tell you about that. So the last product, one of the last products we're going to talk about is Digest and Terrazyme. It supports healthy enzyme production for normal digestive process. It promotes nutrient absorption, feeds conversion of food nutrients to cellular energy. Now, if I had a glass bowl in front of me and I had thick oatmeal and I busted open a capsule of the Terrazyme and I put it in that oatmeal, and literally before me, I just don't have time to do it in a class. And I spooned it together, you would see it kind of liquefy. Not completely watery, but that's exactly, do it a test when you get home if you have Terrazyme. That's exactly what it does in our system, in our body. So it helps us digest that food, especially if you're gluten-free, dairy-free like I am, and I eat gluten and dairy from time to time. So I wind up taking 2 Terrazyme a day. They recommend 3. I just personally know my body and I take 2. But basically, it helps your body digest your food at all times, and it just keeps it going. And so it's something that you would use daily. So number 3, be healthy with your daily habits. So I talked a little bit about those vitamins that my best friend introduced me to that helped change my life and really give me a lot of my quality back in my life, about 60%, right? Well, these vitamins are life-changing, and they are for so many people that I've helped. This is the number 1 product that doTERRA sells for these vitamins. Number 1. They believe in this product so much that they offer a 30-day money-back guarantee. So if you get these vitamins and you send this box back empty, they will refund you 100% because they believe that you will experience something. Now, I didn't experience the healing with the fibromyalgia and the inflammation in my body. It took some time, but right away I noticed energy. Right away I noticed the mental clarity. And a lot of people notice like after a month or 2, their skin clears up. You may notice a few changes the first couple days. That's natural. You're detoxing. But I tell people, seriously, we take our car in, we get our oil changed, right? We take our car in and we change our tires. We rotate them. We do all this maintenance to make sure that we are safe driving in and out wherever we're going. We do all these things, but we neglect our bodies really bad. We do not eat right. We are not getting good supplementation. Even in organic food these days, we are not getting good quality supplements. You need to be taking something. And I'm not talking about the CVS brands that you can get that might be, or Sam's where you can get bulk $10 vitamins or anything like that. That's great if you think you're saving, but you're not protecting your body. You're not getting what your body needs. So when you take a really good supplement, this is a 30-day supply, and there are 3 of them. The bottles look like this, basically. They're little pills, and I can help you if you cannot take pills. I can absolutely help you with that. I cannot take pills either. And so I had a gag problem. I do not have that gag problem anymore, and so just offline after class, ask me what I did because it looks really silly, and I'll do it for you. But it works, and I don't care what it looks like, right? But really seriously, when you're taking vitamins, and read with me on number 12, you get the maximum nutrition for energy, focus, relief, and well-being. The Microplex BMZ is your whole food multivitamin and mineral. The alpha CRS is your antioxidant, cellular energy, and longevity. The XEO Omega is your 3, 6, 9 fatty acids with 9 essential oils. So basically, this is addressing your antioxidant DNA protection, your eye, brain, your nervous system, your liver function, your digestive health, more energy, less discomfort, immune function, stress management, cardiovascular health, healthy inflammatory response. This product also has ginkgo biloba, milk thistle, curcumin, turmeric, grapeseed oil, magnesium, magnesium, and CoQ10. So there's some amazing products in this, and I just mentioned a few. Like if you looked at the breakdown, and I have a brochure, and you looked at that brochure and you see all the amazing things. If you watch Dr. Oz, he'll say you need to take one of these. You need to take one of these. Cranberries in here for UTIs. Amazing things that I was taking. I used to get chronic UTI. Sorry, everybody, but I used to, right? And so basically, I would have to take cranberries. So when I looked at all the things in these vitamins, I was already taking like 6 of those things that already cost what these cost, okay? And so basically, this is just one thing you're taking. So I really don't get UTIs anymore. I think I've had one in years, and I managed to work with that with rosemary, melaleuca, and oregano oil in a capsule 3 times a day for 3 days. And so seriously, like you have the power in these little powerful bottles. But these vitamins, I also used to get cold sores on a regular basis. And my husband pointed out to me that I used to get them at least every 3 months, at least. I haven't had one but one time in the last 3 or 4 years. Says a lot. Now, the one time I just got it not too long ago, guess what? I was traveling. I got sick. I was not taking my vitamins. For a couple weeks, I dropped off. For the first time, like I just stopped taking them. I got a cold sore, and I got sick. I haven't been sick in a very long time before that, okay? So that's what happens when we're not getting the supplementation. And you don't realize when you feel better and you get all this energy back, you're like full of zeal and ready to go again. Like my dad needed to have surgery for his back. The VA wanted him to do it. He's on our vitamins, and it reduced the inflammation in his body to where he can manage that. He's not going to do surgery. But the first thing he told me was, I can run up and down stairs and I feel like a young man again. So that is no joke, like the energy that you see when you start taking care of your body. So need more energy, read with me on that column to the right. Less discomfort and better mood to improve the quality of your life. Try these daily habits. So basically you're gonna take 2 capsules each morning and noon with meals for the Lifelong Vitality Pack. The Terrazyme, 1 to 3 capsules each meal. Lemon, cleansing 2 to 3 drops in your water 2 to 3 times a day. Frankincense, 2 to 3 drops under the tongue and swallow. Vanguard, 2 to 3 drops in your water. Balance is the grounding blend. You're going to use this one 2 to 3 drops on the bottom of your feet. I do it morning and night. Helps me sleep and helps me wake up on the right side of the bed, right? So, and if I do wake up on the wrong side of the bed, I use Balance. So we have the best probiotic, guys, too. We don't have time to mention it, but it's called PB Assist. Basically, it's a probiotic defense. It's 1 capsule. It is designed very rare. Most probiotics that you take basically don't make it throughout your whole stomach because the acid just basically kills it, right? Before it can reach the best part of your body where it's supposed to actually release. But these were designed where part of it releases at the top of your stomach and the other part gets through your acid and actually releases in the bottom part of your stomach. So really great products. I noticed my nails grew a lot long. They're stronger. They used to be really, really thin and they used to break all the time. It's really hard. It hurts my hand even to clip them with the clippers now. That's how healthy they are. My hair grows faster than it ever used to. My hairdresser notices all the time, like, what are you doing? I'm like, it's my supplements. It's awesome. Growth and less pain in your body. And that's what everybody experiences. And so I'm going to open up just a couple testimonials on the vitamins now. So does anybody have a vitamin story? Lifelong Vitality. We call it LLV for short. Go ahead.
Cholesterol. Everyone in my family overproduces cholesterol. Don't have a high cholesterol diet. It's 309. And they started doing lemongrass on the liver area and taking it internally. But as soon as I added the Lifelong Vitality, I'd gone down 20 points, but I'm down 100 points.
Awesome. So she's using the vitamins. I'm repeating for our Zoomers. They can't hear. With no microphone. But basically, she managed her high cholesterol with the vitamins, and they went down 100 in the numbers. So awesome. Who else?
I retired in 2014. That was the last time I saw my doctor. Digging the LLV, thanks to a friend of mine. And my doctor said, what? And I said, doTERRA.
That's awesome. So basically, she has not been to the doctor since 2014, and it's because of the vitamins. So that's awesome. You haven't been sick either? Hasn't even been sick since
Just
2014.
every now and then, something would go on. And as soon as I started, doing the regimen of the oils, I
Super, super cool. Anybody else? Yep.
Have a woman at church who was 72 and she walked hunched over. And her doctor wanted to put her on medicine that scared her. So she came to us and we got her on the LLV. And in 1 week, she noticed a big difference. And within a couple weeks, she reduced her pain and medication. Apparently, she would get up to go to the restroom or make lunch and have to recover for 2 hours.
That's awesome.
Or she could move again. And then she was walking around the block and it was like, it's enough to make me come.
So there was an older lady that was actually able to walk around when she couldn't walk around well before being on her vitamins, and she can actually walk around now, and that's awesome. Awesome story. One more. Does anybody have a short one? Anybody else? I know there's lots of other stories out there. Go ahead.
And it helps you sleep.
Yeah, awesome. So her husband sleeps deeper. Oh, you sleep deeper. Okay. Yeah. They sleep deeper being on the vitamins. Yes.
I suffered from IBS with the diarrhea since my early 20s. And for 15 years, I would grab myself from the store at least once a week.
So she said the C word this time. Different one.
Yes, bad. I started taking the PBSS and the doTERRA. It's been almost a year now. I have not once soiled my travels.
That's awesome.
Not
That is
once.
awesome.
Not once.
That's awesome. So basically, she dealt with stomach issues, and it helped heal her stomach from the inside out. All right. Okay. So turn with me to the best part of this class. And this is the best part of the class because this is where you actually get to learn how do you get these awesome, amazing oils, right? All right. So basically, you can order these oils by paying retail, or you can order these oils by being a wholesale member, okay? So if you're a wholesale member, basically, it's a doTERRA membership like a Costco or a Sam's. It's a $35 fee or free with any enrollment kit. You renew it annually for $25, and you receive a free 15 ml peppermint oil with renewal. That's all written right there that you are looking for. So the peppermint with renewal is $20.50. So basically, it's like a $5 renewal each year because you're getting that free peppermint. So it's basically a wash every year after the first year. Okay, so everybody follow me. It's $35 to get 25% below retail for the first year, or you can pay retail, which is 25% more, or you can do a kit. And if you buy the kit, most people buy the kit because they're getting oils for their $35 because it comes free with that membership instead of just getting a $35 membership. They're getting $35 in oils free with the kit. Okay, so we're going to kind of go over the kits. We're going to go through the 4 most popular. Yes.
One of my lines I just came up with, I love to tell people it costs you $27 to buy a bottle of peppermint. But if you sign up with doTERRA, they pay you $2.
That's right. I love that. That's awesome.
Yes.
Love that. Okay, so we're going to basically talk about this first kit, the diamond kit. Basically, guys, this is the dream kit. We all want this kit, especially the people that wound up like me. A few months after they really started working and I started noticing a difference, I threw everything away and pretty much spent about this amount of money on buying all the oils so that I could do green cleaning and all of that stuff. So this is an amazing kit. I just didn't save the $866 that you get to save here. I did it wrong, okay? So basically, if you look at the purple bubbles next to each kit, this is very important. This is the savings. So you're getting a savings as opposed to if you bought each individual item by itself at wholesale. doTERRA is basically saying the first time you buy a kit, we want to really give you a discount and we want to give you a bundle price that's going to save you a lot of money. So that's why we have the kits, okay? Plus they come free with that $35 membership. Now, if you look at this kit, you're going to get $400 in free product points. Product points is basically the oils are dollar for dollar. They're an international company, so they need PV or point value. So basically, if you spend 100 PV next month, if you bought this kit, you get $400 free in product credits. That's like $400 to cash in for. And you start at 25% rewards. The rewards card is very, very awesome, and you'll learn a little bit more in just a moment. But the next couple kits are the most popular, okay? So the Home Essentials kit right at the bottom left and the Family Essentials kit at the bottom right. Now I'm going to talk about these together because these two kits are actually the same oils in them, okay? So they come with frankincense, lavender, lemon, melaleuca, oregano, peppermint, breathe, deep blue, digest sin, on guard. And one of them is 15 ml bottles. They're the large bottles. Basically, it's 250 drops in the large bottle. And then we have the Family Essentials is the 5 ml, which is the smaller bottles, and it's 80 drops in the bottle. So the Home Essentials comes with the bigger bottle, and the Family comes with the smaller bottle. Okay, so does everybody get that? Same oils, just different sizes. Okay. One of them comes with a diffuser for free, basically with that savings that you have, the $86.25. And so basically the Family Essentials comes free with the peppermint and the On Guard beadlets, which is basically a little drop of oil. You pop it, you carry them in your purse, and you can pop that for your breath or for whatever needs you have. So if you look at each of those kits in that bubble, you're saving $86 with the Home Essentials, and you're saving $36 with the Family Essentials kit. But the next page, this is my absolute favorite kit. This is the most popular. And the reason why, this is for the people that are seriously looking for natural solutions, and they're really, really serious about making a life-changing decision to get these oils into their lives and into their families' lives. So basically, this kit is powerful because that savings is $228.95. You basically get 100 free product credits when you order 100 PV next month. That's like getting $100 free. You start at 15% rewards, which is big, and I'll explain that in just a minute. But let's go over this amazing kit. Basically, this comes with the box to carry your oils. Everything up here is the Natural Solutions kit. That's everything that it comes with. And so you can look at that after class. But basically, you're going to get the Serenity, Digest Sin, Melaleuca, the Aroma Touch oil, frankincense, all big bottles, the Breathe, the Balance, the Lavender, the Lemon, the Peppermint, the On Guard, the Wild Orange, the Past Tense. It also comes with the beadlets. It comes with On Guard soft gels, the Lifelong Vitality Pack, the vitamins, so you can start working on the issues and the challenges in your home, in your body. It comes with the Correct-X, which also is used for hemorrhoids, for cold sores. It's like a natural neosporin, basically. It has frankincense and myrrh in there. A lot of people use it also on like any skin issues, eczema, things like that. It comes with the probiotic that we talked about, the Breathe, the Vapor Stick. It comes with the Deep Blue Rub. It comes with Digest and Terrazyme that we talked about. It comes with our shampoo and conditioner. It comes with the fractionated coconut oil. It comes with the best diffuser we have, which is the 8-hour diffuser. This is called the Lumo diffuser. That's the 8-hour one. And I had another, it's actually on the floor. Sorry about that. There's a 4-hour diffuser over here that comes with the Home Essentials if you guys want to check that out. And then it comes with that wooden box as well. And so everybody says, oh, I don't need a box for my oils. Everybody wants a box when they get their oils. They're laying around their cabinets, their counters, and you might have wanted a box. So it comes with a lot of amazing things, but basically this is the kit that gets every member of your family's challenges a head start in healing. So it seriously can start addressing everything that you need. It comes with a lot more products than the other kits, and it's reasonable price. And I never assume where people are financially, but I let you decide because I don't know what you've been dealing with. For me, I was dealing with $11,000 a year, about $600 to $700 a month just on my pharmaceuticals. And so for me, this was nothing, right? This is just a little icing on the cake. So I don't assume what you're going through health-wise, where you are, if you're sick and tired of dealing with what you're dealing with. And so basically, you're just laying these kits out. These are amazing products in these, and the value of starting with the kit is really the best way to go. So the last we're going to talk about, and I promise we're getting ready to close. This is the smartest way to buy. Is called Loyalty Rewards, okay? It's an optional program That's basically like a frequent flyer program. Okay, so I'm just going to explain it to you. I know it's a lot. This is, again, optional with your membership, okay, if you are a member of doTERRA. So you place a monthly LRP order of 50 plus to earn free product points. You can change or cancel it at any time. With the percentage of free product points increase by 5% every 3 months up to 30%. So basically you're starting product points at 10 and then you work your way up to 30. So if you look at that Natural Solutions kit or the Dream Kit, Diamond Kit, basically the Diamond Kit comes at 25% reward. So you save almost a year of time just by buying one of those kits, or 15% is basically 3 months of savings. So that means that if I start the vitamins, and my husband and I are both on the vitamins, basically we get 55% back on our order because I get 30% with loyalty rewards because I order my vitamins through that, my toothpaste, my deodorant, my shampoo, conditioner, all the products that if I went to Target, I'm not going to get rewards from Target. I may get a $1 off coupon or a couple dollar coupon, but I get free products. So basically I have 300 PV points in my account that I get to cash in like $300 of free product. So it's Christmas time and I usually wait and I get frankincense or I get helichrysum or melissa or some of those oils that we have that might cost a little bit more because of where they harvest it and how precious that herb is or that whatever it is that it is. And so basically it's a great program. So it's not just a program, like it's a serious money saving program. And so you can receive also the free oil of the month with a 125 PV order placed by the 15th of the month. So pretty much every month I get a free oil, an extra free oil, just because I order 125. So where do you get that, right? And so we're basically building our armory of oils. I didn't carry all my oils, but I do have a case where I have basically most of the oils. And so I have everything that I ever need if I need it at my fingertips. And so that's why we start slowly building up your collection, your oils. All right, so turn with me to the next page. So I really want to sincerely look at you all and thank you so much for coming to this class. Thank you for investing in your time. Thank you for learning about these amazing oils. I'm going to wholeheartedly tell you right now that I did not know the power of these oils existed. So whoever brought you, it was life-changing for me. I mean, from quality of life being very, very low to basically being depressed, and I was never a depressive person, but when you have pain every single day, it sucks. Let me just tell you. And so when you get to a place like that and you have what I have, you're passionate about sharing it with other people because other people don't have hope. They're in the same place. So there's hope for you, and so I really hope that you're challenged to live this lifestyle and to make changes and take control of your health, okay? And so if you order these oils and you decide to make this commitment to start using these oils, you can basically get these oils, and whoever brought you is not going to leave you. We're going to help continue educating you. We are going to do a lifestyle overview with you when you get your oils within 7 days. Basically what we're going to do is we're going to tell you and remind you of how to use these oils so they don't sit on your shelf. And then we get continuing, you're always getting, whoever brought you, you're always getting them to help educating you and giving you the tools to empower you with what you need. So that's really good and really interesting because they could have put these oils on a health food store shelf, and basically people walk by those shelves, see the oil, grab it, put it in their cart, and then they go home. They don't really know and have educational people like us to be able to share with you. So that's why we invited you to a class. Now you know why you needed to come to a class, because it's the education. But basically, we're not going to leave you. And then I want to seriously thank, I know that some of you are thinking about people in your life, maybe your neighbors, maybe it's your mom, your dad, your daughter, your son, your cousin, your aunt that's suffering. And if there are people that you thought about in this class, like my best friend thought about me in a class, please consider hosting a class. And the reason we host classes is, again, because it's word of mouth. That's the only way that we educate people, because they are not in the shelf anywhere. And doTERRA chose to do that so that we could sincerely educate. So please consider hosting a class and helping us educate and teach more people how to use these amazing oils. If you decide to book a class, you're basically going to get a lot of perks. Today, you will actually get 2 free oils for booking your class today. You get to walk out the door with those little oils. And basically, they're the oils for the keychain. And I'll talk about that in a second. At your class, you'll also get an oil per person for the people that you have there for your keychain. Okay, so if you basically have 10 people, you'll get 10 oils. So it's a great way to get some more oils, like the emotional oils, cooking oils, some oils that maybe you didn't get in a kit for purchasing tonight. So please consider doing that. And then, so we'll ask you when we get your enrollment form, would you like to host a class and get those free two oils for booking your class? Don't necessarily need to have the date, but we do need you to fill out a form at the bottom of this. It looks like this. So you just fill this out, and basically you can get your 2 free oils for booking your class. And then lastly, I only spend 30 seconds on this part. And the reason I spend any time on this part, some people are like, oh, here she's going to talk about the business. This is an awesome opportunity, an awesome business with one of the best compensation plans in the world, and it's life-changing to get to help somebody who had chronic diarrhea and was on all kinds of medicines, and the doctor said, there's nothing I can do, and they call me up and they're bawling saying, thank you, because I have my life back. I do not have to wear a diaper. And so seriously, when you can do things like that, it is so empowering and so healing for me in doing this and helping people. So it's awesome to be able to help people, but it's a great business opportunity. Please talk to the person that invited you. They would love to share with you about this amazing opportunity. So please don't discount it. There are some people that are thinking, I really need extra income. I really could use some oils, but I can't really afford them. So there's ways you can get your oils free just by sharing. And so please consider talking and learning and at least seek and find out what this awesome opportunity is really about. So last, look at the little picture there. This is actually in Haiti, and that is vetiver plant. On the very back, you can see it here, the little bubbles. Now, I get to talk about that with passion because I've been to Haiti twice, and hopefully one day I get to be a part of an orphanage in Haiti and get some kids off the street. I don't know, but I hope I'm part of that. But I've been to Haiti, and they're very impoverished. What we are doing over there is amazing. When the earthquake came or the hurricane, whatever they dealt with, they have everything basically over there. Any destruction, we have rebuilt their schools, rebuilt their water sources. Basically, they were going for 2 hours every day, and we put in water systems where our growers are. So doTERRA does a lot for the nation, for the world. We're dealing with sex trafficking with an oil that you can actually peel. It's called the Hope Oil. You give it to somebody that you think is being sex trafficked, and all the money that when we buy that oil, goes back to that organization. And called Underground Railroad. And so basically you can give it to somebody. If I think you're being sex trafficked, I tell them peel the label when you're private. And basically they peel the label and it tells them how to get help. We're doing a lot for Days for Girls, which is helping ladies who don't know how to really take care of their feminine hygiene. So basically at our convention, we were sewing with sewing machines and making these Days for Girls basically diapers and things for them to be able to use to keep clean. So I tell you all that because this is an amazing company, and that's why we're number 1. So really, really seriously consider these oils, because when I use my vetiver, it means so much to me because I've been there and I know what we're doing there. And so when you realize when you buy your little bottle of frankincense, the reason it's so expensive is they leave their families for 6 months and hike up these cliffs and risk their lives, and OSHA here would never let us do what they do. They literally sleep on these little things on the side of the cliff because they have to chip that tree down or chip the tree to get that tier. And it takes them 6 months to be able to get enough to harvest it and bring it back. So people always go, why is frankincense? So a little bit extra education, but really it's awesome. That little oil that you purchase is doing a lot. So this next page basically is your product price list. So we talked about when you order, getting that wholesale. So basically you can look at the retail and you can look at the wholesale. So I want you to look at frankincense. It's at the top left green column. Frankincense is $93 retail. It is $69.75 wholesale. So as you can see, when you pay that $35 membership fee, you're going to get that price, and then basically that's a wash. Your $35 is basically in that price if you pay retail, right? And you get to reorder when you run out of frankincense for a year at 25% below retail. And then if you look at the PD, you can see the PD is the same. So this checklist is really important because at the end of the class, when we look up your ailments in the Modern Essentials book, if you don't want a kit and you want a hand-picked, you're going to actually do a little check mark, and this is your wish list. And you're going to see the pricing between retail and wholesale so that you can decide which one is better, all right? Then the next page, there are 2 pages here. I don't want to confuse you. There is green and there is purple. Green is a wholesale membership. Green is what you fill out. You fill out all the green. All the kits are at the top left. If you're going to hand pick, you're going to write out what you're looking for on the right. And so that's basically, when we come around, we're going to ask you if you filled out all the green. So you might as well just fill out this form if you're going to enroll tonight. And then the purple sheet is for anyone that ever wants to make commission with doTERRA and ever wants to learn more about the business. The only difference between the green and the purple is the social security number in order to get paid. So then turn with me to, actually that's the last page. I do want to mention the books. We do have those for sale tonight. They are $30. And so you can get these to be able to get educated and learn more. They also have some apps, and there's some different things out there with some educational tools. You also get a little bit of information in your packet if you order from doTERRA. But this is a great way to educate yourself as well. So lastly, I have to tell you about some amazing deals before Amy comes up. So I've been doing the oils for 5.5 years. I've been sharing and building as a business. I have never seen a promo that they have right now, like ever before, okay? But I do want to say that if you do a 100 PV enrollment order tonight, you're actually going to get a free keychain. So any of those kits get you this keychain, or if you decide to do the $35 membership and do a 100 PV order, you'll actually get a keychain tonight. You'll get purple or black, right, for just getting that kit. But also, doTERRA has never offered a percentage off of any of the kits ever before in 5.5 years, and they've been around for 8, 9. They've never done it. You can actually get not the 150 kit, that is not 20% off, but the home essentials and higher, they are all 20% off, and they end Thursday, the last day of the month, okay? Huge. So that Natural Solutions kit was $550 that we just went through. It is now $440. It's $110 savings. So that savings went from $228. I'm roughly